Hi everybody, this is Kelly from Daisy's Craft Patch. Today I'm going to do I'm doing some ornament pours, and well, the first two that I did didn't turn out so successfully. I tried to gesso them first. I let them sit for a couple days to make sure they were dry. I did prepare the glass properly. I've been painting enamels on glass for quite a few years, so I know I prepared the glass properly, but I've never poured ornaments before, and the gesso actually just started to peel. This is actually the gesso. The gesso just started to peel off, and you can see the skin. I started to have the paint just kind of, you could see the glass through, and it didn't matter what I did, that gesso skin just is coming right off. So that's not, that's what not to do. So let's see if this works. I've prepared two ornaments, no gesso, just with the alcohol and a soft cloth because you don't want any lint on them. While I cleaned them, I also wore gloves because you don't want your fingerprints on there, or it can really affect the integrity of the glass, and you have that oil underneath and the paint can just come right off. So we are doing cello cup with a box cutter. I cut a little diamond. I have jute paper for scrapbooking and for card making and things, so I just rolled up a couple of pieces and stuck the ornaments on top. That's how I'm going to keep things level. I have my freezer paper down, and this is just, you know, an old TV stand thing. I have cobalt blue. I have silver. I've never worked with metallics before, and the silver was a little chunky, so I needed to like really vigorously stir for a few minutes in order to break all of that paint up and have it be smooth. This is the thickness of my paint. My medium, or my pouring medium is 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part Liquitex pouring medium, and the ratio of paint to medium is a 3 parts medium to 1 part paint for the blue and the silver, and then for the white I have that, I want it quite a bit thinner, so I have 4 parts medium to 1 part paint. And I actually invested like $15 and got a digital kitchen scale. That has really helped to make sure that I have my ratios properly. I'm just learning, and I found that with a couple pieces I did, when I tried to eyeball it, then the thicknesses were all over the place. So investing in that scale, I got it for like $15 on Amazon. It does grams and it does ounces. So depending on, you know, where you live and what kind of math system you use, then it just kind of does the job. Now I'm going to try silicone with this because I really want to see if I can get cells and if they stick on the ornaments. This is my first time. I'm not really invested in these have to be done by a certain day, or these have to sell for a certain price. Right now it's just experimentation. So I have my layers in a little 2-ounce condiment cup. And I have the cobalt blue and the silver and the white, and I'll just go ahead and give that a little stir, and let's see what happens, shall we? So let's start with the back one, because then I won't put my arms on it, the front one. If I do the front one first, then I'll end up putting my arms all over it when I do the back one. So you can see it's moving a little slowly, and that's all right, because I don't want everything, that's moving a little quickly, I don't want everything to just drip off of the ornament right away, right? I want to have something stay and have as minimal drip off of the ornament as possible. Let's just go ahead and move this one for now. And let's focus on this one. So you can see it's dripping. The paint's moving pretty slowly. I don't know if you can see it. Moving a little bit It's starting to drip. That's about how fast it's moving across the ornament, and that's exactly what I want, because I don't want it to be too thin. And then one of the nice things about the solo cup and the jute is you can actually adjust the jute inside and not necessarily. Now I just came across that serendipity. That you can move the jute inside and not have to put your hands all over the top. So let's get a little more paint here, because obviously that's not enough to be, and that's why I put the blue on the bottom, because see, I want more blue in this than anything else. I think I need a little more silver, of course, but I do not want it to be mostly white. And I don't know. I see little tiny maybe cells happening, but I don't know that I'm going to get any cells with this. And I'm all right with that. Oh yeah, that's flowing quite nicely. And these are, I think I already mentioned, these are 2-ounce cups, little condiment cups, and it's perfect. They're plastic as well, and I think they will, I don't think I want any white on the top. I think they will peel out. I did buy some little Rubbermaid, actual like little Rubbermaid small cups like for salad dressing and things. And I need to wash them first, and then I can just peel everything right out. So I'm just, cutting this like I would a pie. Not a lot of swirling, not a lot of mixing. And wow, this is really doing really well. Actually, I could let this go and then put some paint on the inside and offset it. That would actually be a really neat idea, to see this pour just like this in these drips, and then have a color on the inside. But for this one, I think I want it to be all poured. So boy, I really like those designs on the top. I'm so hesitant to pour again, but this is experimentation, right? So let's see what happens. I'm pouring it a little far apart because I really need it. I want it to blend, but what I really need is the bottom to be poured and covered. So if I put my hands inside here, then they are not touching the ornament. I'm holding it with the jute, and it is, and I can actually turn it. Hey, this jute is a really good idea. Huh, I like that. Push that out a little bit. And really I'm just rolling it, because underneath here, these are the parts that I'm trying to get covered. So see how it's kind of covering So it's like moving your canvas when you work on a canvas. Oh, but I did purposefully. Wow, look at that silver. That's just beautiful. I did purposefully make this thicker because, like I said, I want most of this paint to stay on the ornament and not go onto the ground. And with a little patience, it'll work just fine. I do need a little more paint in this area though. Oh, sorry guys and gals. There we go. And I'm just moving it in different ways so that the paint covers the glass. And I'm just waiting for it to drip and move. And it's not a, like I said, it doesn't happen quickly when you make your paint thicker. But I did want it this way purposefully, so. I think if I do this, yeah, so you can see the paint running down. And we'll get it to the area that's, there we go, filled with glass. And you know that this end part will really just be covered with the cap of the ornament, so I'm not too worried that all of that is covered, but everything else is. And it is a little tilted. Wow. Yeah, much better without gessoing first. So all of the people who ask, do I need to gesso? Should I gesso first? At this point in my last pour, I was already seeing the glass right through the gesso. It was already just dripping off the ornament. So I vote in favor of no gesso before you pour your ornament, but definitely clean your glass properly. There really aren't many cells or any cells in this. That's okay. I wasn't sure if I'd get any with it being glass and an ornament and how this was flowing. But boy, I'm real pleased with that.